October or November, we had 7 guys come to the Bible study regularly. We would meet 5 days a week in the mornings for 30 to 40 minutes every day and just study the Word. And it was hard to keep that going because it was every day and it was 40 minutes a day, and I couldn't do it on my own strength, but God kept powering me and giving me more words to say every day to edify the guys, and eventually one guy came to Christ, and it all started taking off from there. The first guy that came to Christ was a guy named Dan, and Dan was born Jewish, and his parents were kind of hostile to the gospel. They didn't want him to have much to do with it, but he kept coming to studies every morning and started learning and went through the book of John. And he finally came to me one day during lunch after the weekend. It was a Monday, and he said, "Hey, Nick, I'm in." And I said, "You're in?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm in. I accepted Christ." And I said, "Dude, that's awesome." And it pumped me up because I wondered, is God doing anything? Is God using me for anything in this guy's life? Is anything going to come out of this? And all the time I've spent preparing these messages and working on getting the Word into his mind and showing him that Jesus was love. And so I realized it did have an impact, because the week before I'd been reading in Ephesians where it says that do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you shall reap your crop if you do not lose heart. And that's exactly what happened. I'd been praying for him that he would come to a relationship with Jesus Christ, and now I can look back and I can see a life that is full of blooming truth and knowledge in him, and he's never been the same since that day. There was also a guy named Damon, and he was coming to the studies about as much as Dan was, and he was really interested in knowing God as his personal Savior. He had been going to the Catholic Church a little bit here and there, and he wasn't really sure whether this was right or wrong or true, and just showing him love and stuff. God gave me a door to talk to him one-on-one during lunch, and after a while of talking to him and praying for him, he came to me just a month ago and said, "I'm experiencing the joy, and Jesus is awesome," and started getting on fire for God. And he's sitting with people that you would never expect him to be sitting with, because he loves them and he cares about them and he wants to see them experience the same joy he's experienced.